My homily for the third Sunday of Advent, the 14th of December 2025. John the Baptist was the key figure in last Sunday's readings, calling on people to confess their sins and be baptised. But today Jesus is coming to the fore. John wonders, is Jesus the one? Jesus, in typical style, does not blow his own trumpet, but says to John's disciples, "Tell John what you see and hear. The blind receive their sight, the lame walk, lepers are cleansed," etc. It is what Isaiah said would be the signs that the Messiah was here in our first reading. He is here. He is Jesus. Jesus praises John, not just a prophet, but more than a prophet, more than one of those great men and women of the Old Testament, because all they did and prepared for has now reached its fulfillment. John's presence, the one sent to prepare the way, means that the Messiah Jesus is close at hand. John was a powerful figure. John's disciples remained around for a while. They're mentioned in the history of the early church, the Acts of the Apostles. The Gospels make it clear that John's followers should now follow Jesus, his successor. Jesus and John had very different approaches. John was a hellfire and damnation preacher. Jesus, in contrast, reached out to those on the margins, those considered to be sinners cursed by God, the blind, the lame, lepers, etc. John helped people take the first step of confession and repentance. Jesus moved them on with deep healing to a new life. Do we want the deep healing, the new life of Jesus? Then we must let him be a part of our lives. Someone we praise, someone we're not afraid to say that we love. St. James says we should not grumble against one another, but that we should be long-suffering and patient. I sometimes wonder what we would talk about if we didn't grumble. We love to criticise our bosses. I'm no exception to that, I have to admit. We love to criticise those who rub us up the wrong way, politicians and sportsmen. However, can we not say positive things about them too? When someone accepts us, it's an opportunity to show forgiveness. Forgive him, forgive her, no way. But it's what Jesus does. Otherwise, we'd all be damned. A prayer I say a lot is, God, forgive me. I also need to learn to say often the prayer of deep healing and new life. Jesus, I love you.